4 days ago, the new trailer for The Little Mermaid dropped. It's got 11 million views and it's overwhelmingly disliked. Now, the corporate press is saying the reason the people don't like the new live-action Little Mermaid is because Ariel is black. Yep. People are angry about race swapping, so they're snapping back with this story from News One. My Ariel is black, and she's swimming in white tears. You tell them. Yes, everybody's really angry about Ariel being black because Ariel is clearly white, right? In the original movie. So this is kind of funny. Somebody used CGI to make a white Ariel. Oh, man, it's one big troll fest. I don't think anybody really cares because, surprise, surprise, let me see if I can pull up this story. The reality is people are panning the trailer because the trailer is bad. There are people on Twitter who are left and right who are like, hey, the trailer is bad. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about how the reality of why people are mad at this movie is because the trailer is bad and not because of the race of the actress. And I got to show you a little bit of this. My Ariel is black and she's swimming in white tears. Yeah, I hate the racialization stuff. I think that the people on the left who are screaming and cheering saying Ariel should be black are no different than the people who are angry saying she should be white. I'm like, dude, I don't care. Personally, I don't care. Acting, anybody can act. You can be any character you want. I understand that there are certain historical references. Like if, there's a big controversy over Anne Boleyn. There was an actress playing her and the actress was black and people were like, hey, that's like the character was white. And I'm kind of like, I get that. If you're doing like a historical biopic or something and you want it reflected, I can understand why you'd want an actor to represent that character better. But when it comes to Ariel, I can only sort of see it. Like, I get it. The character from the cartoon was white. And so you want to see a live representation of a movie you loved. I can understand that. I don't care as much for fictional characters and race swapping. I mean, if you're going to have a black actor play like a white supremacist, then I'm going to be like, hey, guys, maybe this time it doesn't work. Maybe the race is intrinsic to the character. In this instance with The Little Mermaid, I don't think it is. But I want to make a point. I want to make a point about all of these leftists swimming in white tears. I think y'all are racist. You should not be defending this film, woke left. They made the black actress's hair red. Why? You see? That's the point that I want to make. Here's the official trailer for The Little Mermaid. Apparently it's like YouTube got rid of dislikes, but you can see it if you use like an algorithm. You can see with 11 million views, 480 thumbs up. Yeah, it's because it's like millions of thumbs down. Someone commented, just for the people that are not aware, this video has more than 2 million dislikes. Why is that? Well, I want to talk to you about the red hair. Ginger face, as I call it. Ginger face, again. Here's what they write on News One. First, let me start by writing something I've probably written a dozen times on white privilege and supremacy. Whiteness is the default for social and cultural normalcy in America. This stands true despite the fact that white American culture is generally pilfered from all the non-white cultures that surround it. Music, dance, slang, food, etc. For all of American history, white people have been overwhelmingly represented in every pillar of our popular culture, from TV to film to broadcasting, blah, blah, blah. No racial demographic has ever been more catered to than white people. Oh, baby. Let's slow down there for a minute. Perhaps it's because for the longest time, the country was like 97% white. It was like 90-something% white. So naturally, the majority of content being produced would be produced by white people reflecting their own communities. But they're not entirely wrong. However, I did get an idea. I know how we solve the problem of Ariel. This lady wants Ariel to be black and swimming in white tears. And there are white people who are like, Ariel's supposed to be white. I got it. Simply put, we use Polish people. Now, hear me out. Polish people are people of color. Then everybody wins. Okay? From the Coalition of Communities of Color.org, we've talked about this before, they say, the Coalition of Communities of Color is an alliance of culturally specific community-based organizations with representation from the following communities of color. African, of course. African American, yes, obviously. Asian, yes. Latino, oh, I understand. Middle Eastern, North African, Native American, yes. Pacific Islander, And Slavic, wait a minute. Slavic. Slavic people are white with blue eyes. Oh, hold on there a minute. Luke Rudkowski, if we are change, he's back, by the way, on Timcast IRL. He has blonde hair and blue eyes, and he's a person of color? Problem solved, baby. You want to bring in a representation into The Little Mermaid? Just get a little Polish girl, little Slavic girl to play the role of Ariel, and then everybody's happy. The racialist left can scream about white tears, I guess, and then the people on the right can actually have a person of color who's white with blue eyes. Ah, don't you just love the world we live in? All right, so what is she saying about this? She writes, when white people talk about what many of them call forced diversity in Hollywood, I like to point out a little thing I called forced whiteness. Forced whiteness isn't as simple as changing the race of a character from the race in the source material. Forced whiteness is a systematic racial gatekeeping that has ensured white people will always be placated and will never want for representation. It was an uphill battle for movie studios to become confident they could sell a movie with an all-black cast because white people needed to see themselves on screen. That's because the majority of the country is white, and that's where the money would be coming from. It's not because they dislike certain races. It's simple. Are there racists? Yes. I don't like them. I don't care if The Little Mermaid is black, simply put. However, the goal is you've got X many people in a market. You have, let's say, 30 million little white girls, and you have 3 million little black girls. Now, I don't care the race of Ariel, but these studios aren't looking at this and being like, I just plain don't like, insert racial group. What they're saying is, how do we sell the most tickets? If we representation among young women and the most visible, most relatable, like the most, they want little white girls. There's more of them. It's just that simple. It's market share. Now, that being said, I actually think that there's something good in representation. There was a tweet back in 2019 where a redhead said, having a redheaded main character was good because people made fun of me for having red hair. And it's like, oh, that's cool. Having a black Disney princess, they say, little black girls will see this and think like, oh, I can be a princess too. I actually really like that. That's very sweet to me. I think people need to understand this too. I don't like forced wokeness and stuff like that. I have questions about what they did with this character, and I think it's overtly racist what they did with Ariel. Simply put, they dyed her hair red, and I think that is the perfect example of them trying to have their cake and eat it too. But I could understand if they were to make new movies with princesses of different racial backgrounds. I mean, look, Aladdin. This is an Arabic Middle Eastern Disney princess. Nobody thought that was woke. It wasn't culturally insensitive. It's a classic film everybody loves, I guess. I guess the live action remake was trash. Nobody liked that. Apparently nobody likes this one either. So what's happening is you make Aladdin, you get a Middle Eastern actress. Why not a black actress or a white actress? And this is why people are getting upset about it. They're not saying black actors and actresses can't play roles. They're saying this character, it's the remake of a classic story. How are you going to do one movie where you're like, we're going to honor the race of this Middle Eastern Arabic character, but we're going to race swap the white character? That's why people are angry. I think, simply put, you should have new Disney princesses. New. And, have them all be black actresses or black characters. I have no issue with that. Literally none whatsoever. Let's read. They say this. So over the weekend, a trailer was released for the live-action rendition of Disney's The Little Mermaid, starring black actress and singer Halle Bailey as Ariel. And of course, the trailer's release has reopened the floodgates and put us under the sea of white tears we were already ready to put under, blah, 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 blah. These people are just so racist. It's hilarious. Someone said, y'all racism is really showing over a damn mermaid. Someone said, it's not racist talking about who looks more like Ariel. Now tell me, who of these two look more like the actual character on the cartoon, especially design that hasn't changed in 30 plus years? I get it. You want to know why? You want me to tell you exactly why what they're doing with Ariel is racist? Let me show you. This is from The Sun from 2019. Sea change. The Little Mermaid fans are at war after Disney casting of Halle Bailey as Ariel sparks bitter online race row. Take a look at the lady on the left. She seems very lovely. Great singing voice. I mean, powerful. Really good stuff. Her hair is brown. That's cool. I dig brown hair. It's cool. Ariel has red hair. If you are going to have this actress play Ariel, well, then the little white redheaded girl, the red hair is a component of, the character. So, I got a question. Why did they make Ariel, this little black girl, have red hair? That to me is profoundly and overtly racist. I'm sorry. They couldn't just have a black actress with black hair play a character. So some people have responded, no, Tim, you're wrong. It's not. They're doing okay because black people have red hair. I'm like, yeah, sure, I know. But they dyed her hair. So you have a character who's white with red hair, and you want to have another person play that character. The person has brownish skin, but you want to make sure their hair matches the white lady. You get my point? You know, they're going to try and justify it. My point is, they're clearly doing a disservice to the character by saying, we want her to look as much like Ariel, so we're going to do cosmetic changes to this little black actress. Dude, have her just have black hair. I don't care. This is laughable. Okay, here we go. If Disney wants more diversity, they should have created another character. I mean, I agree with that. Race swap is not suddenly okay just because it's a white character for a change every time. You know, look. Okay, well, here we go. One of these things is not like the other. All right, what do we got here? We got Belle, played by a white woman. You got Snow White, it's a white woman. You got Cinderella, it's a white woman. You've got Jasmine. I believe this woman's Iranian. I could be wrong. Mulan, played by an Asian woman. Maleficent, Angelina Jolie. Oh, would you look at that? And then you have Mowgli from the Jungle Book. You know, he's a swarthy child of some sort. I'm not sure. He's just, olive skin. And then you have Ariel, and they cast a black actress. I get it. You know, one of the issues people have, and I get it, is that when they're making live depictions of all these characters, they tried to get live actors and actresses who represented those characters to the best of their abilities. I thought in Beauty and the Beast, Gaston was great. And then this one time they didn't do it, and everyone's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm going to say it again. Yeah, I don't really care. Whatever. I think it would have been great to see, a representation that was more depictive, like that a person, an actor that represented the character better. But if you're going to go with Halle Bailey, I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it. Then why dye her hair red? Here's the reality. While they play this fake woke outrage, the truth is people just don't like it. It's not about, look, you can dig through the internet and you can find people who are like, oh, the race of the actress, and they're all mad about it. But the reality is most people don't care. Some people do. Okay, I get it. Like I pointed out. First of all, I'm going to say it again. What did they do? Why did they make her hair red? Ugh. It's so dumb. They're going to bleach her skin next? I mean, look, if the color of the hair matters that much to the character, why wouldn't the color of the skin? Are you going to bleach this young black woman's skin? That's ridiculous. Let her keep her hair. So dumb. You can't have your cake and eat it too, all right? But it's a little redheaded character, so we're going to bleach this. Yeah, get out of here, man. Here's the reality. And Bounding into Comics has it. Here's a tweet. Someone said, bothers me how this doesn't look underwater at all. And it's true. It doesn't look underwater. They said, like the ocean has a texture and it's just not prescient here. Looks like she's singing underneath a rooftop infinity pool or something. Cannot describe it right now, but the frame is just empty. Yes. That Aquaman movie was garbage, but at least it managed to make it look like they were underwater. Seriously. Look at this. I gotta say, it truly sucks how people are defending the visuals of The Little Mermaid. And they're doing it because it's race. Look at underwater sequences from Justice League, Aquaman, Avatar, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Actually really good stuff. Colorful and vibrant. They are all underwater and look it while still being colorful and vibrant. Here's one. Can we all just acknowledge that this blows and doesn't exist without spending time finding a reason? Disney is the devil and would sell your bones for horse feed. Never support them if you can afford it. Never let them know how long your tibia is. And these are leftists. These are not all just conservatives. Y'all mad at this tweet, but they're right. Halle sounds great, but is stuck in the grayest, dullest looking ocean I've ever seen. Dude, for real. It's like a just dark splotch with no color. People are actually just pointing out that it's colorless. Look at this, man. It's amazing. Here's an amazing one. Over 1 million bubbles were hand drawn for the original Little Mermaid. You might as well be spitting in the face of all those animators with this lifeless CGI. Agreed. No bubbles. Okay. It's a teaser trailer. And so people are saying, like, they're going to fix it. I remember Sonic the Hedgehog. The trailer came out and Sonic looked creepy. And then they had to redo it and they made it better. Okay. But I got to be honest. Look at this. Here's they say, perhaps most telling of the general fan rejection of Disney's latest cash grab is the overwhelmingly negative like to dislike ratio currently held by the above upload of the teaser trailer. As accessed via the aptly named third-party browser extension, return YouTube dislike. At the time of the article's writing, the video sits at 408,000 likes to 1.3 million dislikes. This is why YouTube hides it. They want to control the narrative. They don't want you to realize that people don't like this. And then the corporate press puts out the story that everybody's just upset because white people and white tears. And it's like, dude, I can say it 50 million times. I don't care. And I'll tell you what's funny is I actually am more offended they dyed her hair red. If you're going to have a black actress, just let her have her hair. That's so weird to me that they're like, we're going to pick the best actress who happens to be black, but she better have red hair like the original white character. All right, whatever. Here we go. From Giant Freaking Robot. Halle Bailey turns white in Little Mermaid remake video altered by AI. Oh, man. Somebody made a video where they used CGI to make Ariel look white. And I got to be honest, it still looks bad. That's the funny thing. As if this matters. Yeah. Here you go. Sing it. Oh, and I got to say, too, I really don't like the singing. I don't like the singing at all. Listen to this. Why? Why they like just, so I pulled up the trailer because everybody was talking about it. And I watched both this one and then I watched the song Part of Your World. And it's like, this is just me, my preference. I prefer vocals that don't do the just wish I could be part of your world. Just throwing a little vibrato or something. But I really just never liked it when they were like, I don't know what it is. I never understood this. People would sing a song, and it's like you hear this with the Star Spangled Banner, where they just do that thing where they're like, part of your world. Like, oh, dude, just stop. Just don't make me. Just give me some simple melodies. All right, here we go. Whoever decided to let AI create entertainment knew that it would cause massive issues. People all over the internet have been throwing random image requests from AI, and the result is something quite horrifying. The same can be said for AI-generated videos, blah, blah, blah. Someone said, so you prefer the CGI uncanny valley? I prefer the one with talent. Hey, Rachel, I actually agree with you, but can we go back to the why they made her hair red thing? So, like, CGI white Ariel. It's just all so dumb. Everything is stupid. Everybody is just... Someone said, it's a mermaid, though, a creature of myth and fairy tale. The only problem I have with The Little Mermaid is that Ariel swims up when the bombs are going off, and there's Prince Eric or whoever, he's like floating in the water, and she's like, you gotta save him, you gotta save him. And instead, she should be singing, because she got a great singing voice, luring them to their death, where she pulls them down into the dark abyss and suffocates them. That's The Little Mermaid I want to see. They probably made that. I'll check. But, they do this movie where it's like all hokey and family and everything. I want mermaids. Okay, they're not the same as sirens. There's different, probably similar origins. But, like mermaids are supposed to be evil. They're women and they're in the ocean and they're like, please help me, good sir. And they're singing that beautiful song that Ariel does, or whatever. And then Ursula, like, what's that all about? She's an octopus lady. She's also a mermaid, though, isn't she? I don't even know, man. All I know is Ariel should have gone up and been like, I'll save you, and then just dragged him down, kicking and screaming. And then a bunch of other mermaids, her sisters, all just eat the flesh. Okay, anyway, I'm more into horror movies. Actually, that would be really, really cool. Yeah. Someone said the first one is AI generated. Both look so realistic. To be fair, AI deepfake stuff is really, it's really crazy. We might not even been watching the same video, but the AI generated video doesn't quite look realistic. It's true. I mean, it is good. But, the fixed movie is the artificial intelligent one. We would argue that Halle Bailey as the Little Mermaid is going to be vastly better than anything an AI would produce. I completely agree with that. Sorry. I don't like the singing. The singing is extremely good. I just don't like the artistic, weird thing they do. Apparently, this Twitter user doesn't understand that many races can have red hair. I totally get that they can. Someone said, there are lists. What is Did you see this? Oh, man. Here we go. Halle has red hair in the movie. She's a ginger. Black people can have red hair. Yes, but they dyed her hair. And that's not what her hair looks like. Look at this. The following media includes potentially sensitive content. You've got to be kidding me. The world is so dumb. Oh, man. You know, I was tweeting about my stalkers. I have a lot of stalkers. A lot of them. Yeah, it's crazy. I just don't get it. I sit in front of a camera and I complain about dumb things and talk about how stupid things are. And there's just, I swear, there's like dozens of crazy people whose entire lives revolve around me, making up stories, constantly tweeting about me. It's just insane. And I don't get it. Get a life, man. Build a boat. Do something. And I'm sitting here thinking this to myself. I'm doing all of this for this. This is the world we live in, where Twitter has censored an image of black gingers. It's too good, isn't it? It's too good. I have to have armed security guards getting swatted and having death threats because I talk about this, and Twitter does. It's remarkable. Yeah, I get it. There are black gingers. I know. That's totally fine. I have no issue with this at all. My issue is they took a woman whose hair isn't red and dyed it. And people are like, Hallie has red hair in the movie. She's a ginger. Black people can have red hair. Bro, they bleached and dyed her hair for the movie. That's what I'm saying. If they wanted the character to fit the color, the hair color, like hair color is, you know what? Whatever, man. I'm just saying I don't think they needed to dye her hair. But I get it. Some people dye their hair for movies. Fine, whatever. I'm just, like when Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow dyed her hair, it was because she was trying to hide from the police, right? From the government. When they take a black actress with black hair and then dye her hair red because Ariel has red hair, you have to ask the question about and Ariel also has blue eyes. And she's white. Did they give her blue eyes? They didn't do that. Where's the colored contacts? It's just so dumb. It's so fake and it's so dumb. And is this what I'm doing? No, okay, fine, whatever. Let the world all fall apart, I suppose. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up at 4 p.m. over at youtube.com/Timcast. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all then.